All right, full moon blessings to all of you. Happy full moon in Aquarius. I do apologize for getting this out so late. However, my priorities do not lie with this YouTube channel at the moment. They align with my kids. They're heading off to college, so it's been a very busy couple of weeks. And no, I have not been on here. Once they get settled, I will get back into the swing of things, but until then, they are my priority and nothing else. Okay, let's get going here. So, we do have this full moon today, August 19th. It's going to happen around 2:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, about 11:26 in the morning for us on the West Coast. So, 45 minutes from now. This is also called the Sturgeon Moon, and this meaning comes from the annual full moon in August for its abundance of sturgeon caught in the Great Lakes area of the United States. Now, some people are saying this is a blue moon. I don't consider it a blue moon, and I know 4 blue moons in a season, but a true blue moon is 2 full moons within 1 month, in my opinion. So I don't think it carries as much intensity, but please remember, I am an ancient astrologer, not a modern astrologer. So there's that. This full moon will bring intensity, and shocking events can happen. We've already seen it on the news. There was a boating accident off the coast of Sicily. It killed several people. So prepare for news like that as the days go on. Um, Boating incidents, explosions, sudden release of energy, things like that. Um, this full moon is where shocking events can happen. With an Aquarius full moon, you can expect earth changes to follow suit. Remember that Aquarius governing planet is Uranus. I know traditional astrology, it says Saturn, but uh, you really forget the power of Uranus when you do that and dismiss that planet. And this is where the earth comes alive with hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanoes, intense weather patterns, electrical storms, etc. Aeronautics and space issues always make the headlines, and electronics usually act up at this time too. And I can honestly say it took me about 45 minutes to get on here. Um, Something's going on with the Patreon page. You can go to my Patreon and read the whole free forecast there. So yeah, electronics is kind of acting up, I can tell. That is always a gimme in a full moon in Aquarius. It is a good idea to purchase like electronic items. I would do it before the full moon, so you should have done it yesterday or the day before. Right now is not the time to do it, especially with Mercury still in retrograde. Um, this full moon is right in the middle of a Uranic phase, and as always, I do expect issues to come with electronics, electricity, lightning, and explosions too. We're going to hear shocking news within these next 2 weeks. So from now until uh, September 2nd is going to be intense news coming. It's also where we'll hear about the strange and bizarre that make headlines. I bring up shocking news because this is actually the same similar energy, and that sometimes this energy comes back around certain times of the year. This is the same kind of energy that took place during the 2017 Mandalay Bay Hotel mass shooting in Las Vegas. I'm not saying that's going to happen again. I'm just saying just be aware of your surroundings. There are some positives and negatives that come with this full moon. So let's start with a very positive aspect. And there's like a six-fecta of things going on today on the 19th. And one of them happens to be the Mercury Cazimi, which is the sun in conjunction with Mercury, and both Mercury and the sun are in Leo. And these planets are about giving you power to get you noticed, whether it's getting you noticed for a romantic, um, you know, affair, or getting you noticed for a job opportunity, or getting you noticed for a promotion. You will get noticed in this full moon. We follow up with we follow up with the full moon in Aquarius, and then we have a Venus squaring Jupiter today as well, making some of us realize our circle of friends is fake, filled with self-pride and laziness. A few hours later, we have another square with Jupiter and Saturn, creating possible issues with the economy, our own finances, and business problems can emerge. Venus will also be in opposition with Saturn, creating emotional and financial problems along the way for some souls. We end this evening, the 19th, with the Sun in Leo squaring Uranus in Taurus. And this is where you can draw all the wrong attention to yourself with eccentric and erratic behavior. So you want to watch the news, because even our politicians and the clergy are under the realm of this energy. So if you see them acting strange or bizarre, it's the stars, baby. The more positive side of this full moon is a stronger sense of community, camaraderie, friendship, groups, clubs, humanitarian issues, brotherly love. This is also where we could hear of new innovations in regards to science, technology, and space news. This is a radical and freedom-loving moon where the shocking can prevail, so be prepared. Now, it'll be all my fixed signs that feel this moon strongly, so Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, and all air signs too, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Souls born with a moon in Aquarius, ascending in Aquarius, rising in Aquarius, dragon's head or tail, which is the north and south nodes of the moon in Aquarius, will feel the energy shift the most. Now, as stated in my August 2024 energy forecast for Patreon, it will be the economy, it will be nuclear issues, war. This includes wars. We're seeing what's going on in Ukraine, Middle East, Palestine, and radical changes that take place this week. Be prepared, as headlines will not bring good news in the days to follow. This is very volatile energy coming up these next 2 weeks. Just be prepared. Excuse me. Now, I did decide to put in Aquarius's full moon forecast because this full moon does affect Aquarians the most. So changes are going to be needed in your life, Aquarius. This moon's energy is right on you. Your first house of self, soul's purpose, and appearances. This is also beginnings. These next few weeks, many will be doing some deep soul searching. Change in perspective or viewpoints are very common now. Many Aquarians will be questioning their own path in life. And some are going to seek change in course, and others might need a change in looks. Anytime we have this energy right on us, our first house, we want to change something up. So new haircut, a hair color. Listen to the advice that your elders give as well, because that sage wisdom should never, ever, ever be taken for granted. These next few weeks are to make plans for that new moon on the 2nd. They're to focus on what really matters and proceed forward. Once that moon is waxing again and it is a green light, go. These 2 weeks, Aquarius, are to go deep within yourself. Make the changes you want to make in your own life. Plan. Anytime we are in a wanting phase, it's about putting things to bed, putting things to conclusion, but also planning for that next moon and then making your move. I'm wishing you the best of luck, Aquarius. Now, I'm not going to mince words here. I'm very concerned about this full moon and the energies it brings with it, as shown in my August forecast here. I gave you guys a little snippet. Now, You can go every month to my website, or not my website, my Patreon page, and get this forecast for free. It will be my $10 tiers that get the everyday, month by detail, week by week of what's actually going on, the do's, the don'ts. My website will be launching today. Now, I want to explain a little bit before I move on. Let me just explain something. I am not pleased with the company I went with. It's Bluehost. I don't like it. I'll probably be changing in February when the domain expires. But for now, this is the way it is. And I wanted to get away from Wix. And you all know why, because from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Sorry. And I won't be doing business with Wix. I don't do business with terrorism. Anyway, my new website, Astrostrega, will be launching sometime today, but the forecasts and stuff will not be going into that website. If you want the written forecast, you'll just have to go to Patreon and find the free stuff that I post on there. My website will be strictly for purchases, products, readings, tarot, things like that. Okay. So take a look at this when you get a chance on Patreon. It just gives the dates. August, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 things happening today that are going to have an impact. Let's just be prepared, go with the flow. Now, from now until the next full moon and lunar eclipse on September 17th, 2024, things are about to get intense. We're getting ready to move into eclipse season. This is a full moon. Some say it's a blue moon. It is a super moon. I did not post that in my forecast, and I apologize. For myself, as an ancient astrologer, I don't really see this as a true blue moon, but that's my opinion and my training. There are a few scenarios that can take place these next few weeks. One, of course, is the economy. The other is the housing markets. And this is also where natural disasters are going to have impact on an already fragile state of the global economy. So please remember, when we have natural disasters, like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions that freeze a place where they can't prosper and progress, that affects the economy. Okay. So, for example, God forbid, but I have said keep your eye on Los Angeles because they've been rocking and rolling with earthquakes the last month, every day. Small ones here and there. I am concerned. Please remember, California is what, the 6th or 7th largest economy in the world. And I know there's some of you out there don't like California or Californians and make jokes, but please remember, if California goes, part of the United States' economy goes as well. Just think about that. California and New York pay taxes for other states. Like once upon a time, Arizona used to be a welfare state. States like Kentucky, Arkansas, Alabama, these are welfare states that get their taxes from other states that charge. California goes, part of the United States' economy goes too. In fact, California, if they ever wanted to, could stand on their own. They could literally succeed and run their own little country perfectly well because of the stability of their economy. But one bad earthquake could wipe them out. So there's that as well. Just my little spiel here. Another is a shocking event or discovery related to politics or even nuclear issues, and war comes with this as well. And since the next lunar eclipse is in the religious sign of Pisces, expect the beginning of a religious war in the Middle East. I do believe Benjamin Netanyahu wants that anyway. That is a man who is not a good person, and all he wants is war, 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 death, death, death. Okay. And that is not a person for peace. You want to make changes, get his ass out first. That's my opinion on it. There is the possibility of abrupt relocations for many towards the end of the month. As weather and earth changes can turn into disasters towards the end of August. I cannot give you those dates. Those are for the paid Patreons. I will no longer be giving dates like that for free. Sad news comes about children, so keep a close eye on them this week and next week as well. The next new moon promises to be filled with more positive energy, getting things done, reorganizing and decluttering. I'm wishing you all a very blessed full moon. I want you to all be safe out there. Be prepared. These next 2 weeks, it will be intense with the news. And I know I haven't gone on here live lately. And like I said, this last month, I have been so busy, between having an animal pass away last month and then this month, getting my kids settled in school and college and getting housing and things like that done. They are my priority, and they will always be my priority over some social media platform. So I don't consider myself an influencer in any sense of the way. So I do apologize for not being on here as much, but once they're settled in college, I will have a lot more time. And like I said, I wanted to wait until after the DNC convention, which I think is happening. What now? Is it now? I will go in and do the stars of, oh God, what's his name? The Kamala Harris's VP pick, Waltz. I'm going to do the stars of Waltz for you. They're interesting. He does have a natal dragon's head in Aries, and he's an Aries. She's a Libra. These two are the yin and the yang, and I told you, even the great seer himself, Nostradamus, said a whole new family was coming in, and I think it's going to happen. I'm almost 98% certain Kamala Harris will be your next president of the United States. And I know some of you won't like that, but it is written in the stars, and the future is female. Those of you who followed me for many, many years, even back in like 2020, when I said keep an eye on her because I think she'll be our next president. The stars never lie, folks. People do, but the stars do not. They will always be my one true confidant, even to the naysayers. Anyway, be safe these next few weeks. Watch the stars and have a blessed full moon. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.